On your screen is Mexican President Andres Lopez, and he might be responsible for causing hundreds of thousands of deaths in the US. Here is this bombshell report by ProPublica, which indicates how the Mexican leader could be in bed with the drug cartels who ruin American lives to pocket billions of dollars. The report revealed that these drug cartels had funded Obrador's election campaign with more than $2 million. The funds were issued in 2006 to Obrador's campaign in return for a promise that his administration would facilitate the traffickers' criminal operations. Now, we want to make it very clear that US drug officials did not confirm whether Obrador knew about these donations or not. But if these reports are true, you can imagine how committed Obrador is towards shielding and sheltering these traffickers. Now, as soon as this report came out, Obrador lost his cool and directly demanded that US President Joe Biden issue an apology. Also, a furious Obrador threatened to curtail cooperation with the US over drug trafficking and immigration. Now, this is not the first time that a direct link has been revealed between Obrador and drug cartels. Last year, US prosecutors announced charges against 28 members of the Sinaloa cartel. Now, this is one of the biggest drug cartels in Mexico. China backs it, and notably, this is the same cartel that is believed to have funded Obrador's campaign back in 2006. Now, you can imagine the bonhomie between Obrador and the members of Sinaloa cartel. So, when US took action against its members, Obrador launched his own war of words against US agencies. He called the US investigation abusive, arrogant interference that should not be accepted under any circumstances. It is to be noted that this American charge sheet was built upon information gathered by US agents in Mexico. Reacting to this, Obrador said, "Foreign agents cannot be in Mexico." So instead of welcoming the move by US aimed at eliminating this drug menace and punishing the drug overlords, Obrador trained his guns at the US itself. Let's move on and bring in the China angle. As I mentioned earlier, many of these drug cartels, including Sinaloa, are backed by China. China is the predominant source of precursor chemicals for Mexican drug dealers. Back in October, the US Department of Justice revealed 8 indictments charging China-based companies and their employees with crimes linked to chemical drugs. Be it Mexico, be it China, and be it the USA's own administration. None of them are bothered about this ever-expanding problem. According to the US government, fentanyl is the leading cause of death for Americans aged 18 to 49. In the last year alone, at least 105,000 Americans died of drug overdoses, the majority of which involved synthetic opioids such as fentanyl. What is even more concerning is the fact that these cartels might be preparing to build their own army.
Now, a new documentary from CBS News reveals that weapons purchased here in our area are ending up in the hands of Mexican drug cartels. National investigative correspondent Stephen Stock explains how it is happening.
It's a case gone viral on social media that caught the attention of the country. 4 friends from South Carolina traveling to Mexico for cosmetic surgery, kidnapped during a cartel shootout in the Mexican border town of Matamoros.
They jumped out to run and they were gunned down.
2 of them died.
And then when I jumped out on the driver's side, that's when I was shot in both legs.
A U.S. citizen supplied the cartel one of the guns, a semi-automatic pistol. Court records show he bought the weapon at a Brownsville, Texas pawn shop, acting as a straw buyer. It's just one gun of thousands exported from the U.S. to various Mexican cartels.
And remember, these are military-grade weapons which are ending up in the hands of these cartels. Voice of America reported that the number of weapons smuggled into Mexico could top 500,000 a year, but the total remains uncertain. The Mexican army said it has seized 221 fully automatic machine guns, 56 grenade launchers and a dozen rocket launchers from cartels since late 2018. Are these cartels preparing to wage a war against US, or are these weapons being smuggled to China? Many questions but no answer. Thanks for watching Outright on Facebook and YouTube. Follow us for more insights.